Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all safe and keeping well. And as promised, I'm giving you another room tour. Reposed a lot of the stuff in the room. Now, I wanted to shoot this during the day, and we've had some beautiful sunny days in England the past few weeks. But just as I was getting ready to film this, the sun kind of went behind the clouds, and we've had a few cloudy days now. It's going to be raining today, so I'm going to have to shoot this one at night. But it's pretty well lit in here. Got all the new bulbs have been put in up here, so everything's nice and bright. I've reposed a lot of the stuff, and some of them I'm really proud of, like this one here with the BvS Batman holding up his sniper rifle where he's shooting the tracking device in the movie. Just in case you haven't seen the movie and you think that he's about to blow someone's brains out, he's shooting a tracking device onto a vehicle so that he can pursue it and find out where they're going to. And haven't changed the Joaquin Phoenix dancing pose here. I don't think I will for some time. I'm afraid that if I change that, I'll never get it looking like that again, and it's one of those ones I really like it from any angle. But we'll get a closer look at all of this in a minute, and just show you some other stuff. Now, I've moved Heath Ledger over to there. Now it's only Batman figures on the wall back there, and I think I've done that once before, so it's not the first time I've done it, but I think it looks really cool. It's very neat. We'll get a closer look at those as well. And brought Vampirella back into this room again. It's just a damn shame to have something that incredible and not have her in this room. And moved a few Terminator things around, changed a few poses here and there. Changed the pose on Ripley at last. Haven't wanted to mess with that for quite some time because there's the really fragile bit here with the canister. Just kept coming unglued, so I had to keep gluing it back on again. But I was just careful and reposed it, so looking pretty sweet. Change the Predator poses, get a closer look, just to give you a little cheeky little glimpse. I wanted that alleyway scene with King Willie when he becomes visible. You see his reflection in the big puddle, and he's just standing like that, getting ready to throw down. And yeah, Myers stuff. That's pretty much the same. So where should we start? We'll start over here along this shelf and we'll go down. So you got the Pop Toys Shadow Ninja, or the Bruce Wayne from Batman Begins in his League of Shadows ninja gear. That's an awesome piece. Did a video review on this recently, so check that out. But he looks really strong just standing there in the wind, blowing the little tail end of the mask in the wind there. Looks pretty epic. So yeah, there he is. Awesome piece. An absolutely awesome movie. There's Bruce Wayne under there. And over here, little tweak with the pose of Harley. Really liking how she looks with the hat. That's the Entebbe Che Guevara hat. It's the dancer version head sculpt on the first version Hot Toys released of Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. I think that looks badass. Just let you see all the angles. And that little Harley Quinn there came with a animated Harley Quinn Blu-ray kind of special edition. Hope one day we'll get a Hot Toys Margot Robbie Harley Quinn in the classic outfit like that. And over here we got Quiet. Two versions of Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain by Lim Toys. I don't think the poses have changed much here. I mean, that's pretty much the same as it was before. This one's been tweaked a little bit. Someone asks, well, I do get a lot of people asking about this particular body I'm using here because it is a little bit more full than the one that they suggest to use, which is this one. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit thicker on this one, but I just like it. I think it looks good. So it's Quiet. And nothing much has changed with the Heath Ledger Joker. Still rocking him, holding up his two knives, kind of playfully coming at you. And awesome head sculpt by Stephen Maurice. So real. Absolutely awesome. And changed the pose on this Catwoman. And left that one the same as you saw it last time, because it's too badass to change just yet. They are looking incredible. Both using Firesin bodies with repainted sideshow heads, and custom outfit over here by Gwyneth on Facebook. And little cat down here playing with the diamond. But this one here, man, that just looks insanely good. Alright, just got a little backpack on as well. Beautiful repaint on the head sculpt. Then over here you got Joaquin Phoenix bathroom scene that I put together myself, and I haven't changed his pose, just kind of turned him a little bit. So he's looking awesome. Plenty of videos on him on the channel. You can go ahead and check that out. Shout out to Zachary for his awesome work on the little card explaining his laughter. And then you got your Batman Begins Batman. Looking sweet. And then we have the Vampirella figures. Now recently just got this box, just yesterday it arrived. And that was thanks to Carl at Toys of Arkham on Instagram letting me know that he saw this box on eBay. I only wanted the box because it's the 50th anniversary special edition. Didn't really need the figure, I've already got enough Vampirella here, so just grabbed the box off eBay, and it looks fantastic displayed behind the two figures here. And that is the TB League or Firesin Queen of the Vampires head sculpt on the Vampirella body. And then over here, this stunning creature. That's the SSCC, I think it was called, exclusive. Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con Vampirella exclusive thing. I'm not sure. I'm just glad I have it. She looks absolutely awesome. I do love that box. Very glad to have that. Alright, so then to Dawn of Justice Batman here with the sniper rifle, which we saw a little while ago. Let's give a closer look at him. He's got an Unreal Customs cape. And I think his hand has moved a little bit. When I set him up like this yesterday, he was definitely closer to the trigger, so I think his arms moved back a little bit. It's alright. It was a real pain in the butt trying to get him to hold the rifle like this. It's not the first time I posed him like this. There is a pose session video when I first got this figure, and I did this before as well, but I really wanted to bring it back. I was tired of looking at him just standing there with his arms by his side, so this Batman figure, because of the nature of the way they did the suit and stuff, you can really pose him extreme pose style-y and not have to worry too much about damage, so I can leave him like this for as long as I want, really. I think he'll be okay. I just want to make sure I let you see it from every angle because it looks epic. And that custom cape really helping it as well. I mean, look at that. It's really nice. Yeah, it's badass. And absolutely love this one. So just to remind you what you're looking at, you've got a Toy Zero head sculpt that I've repainted and lengthened the hair on the Toy Zero body with a Toy Zero shirt, Toy Center vest, M Toys jacket and pants, trousers, Can't remember who the socks are by, but they're just white socks. And then you've got the M Toys shoes that have been repainted, and an Oscar that came with a Heath Ledger Joker nurse outfit 1/6 scale little kit you could get some time ago. I think you can still get the Oscars on eBay. They pop up from time to time, so definitely worth grabbing one of them for either Heath or Joaquin. He looks awesome, man. Look at that. Ooh, speaking of looking awesome, we've got the Darkest Knight, and he's holding up his fists, all bloody. He's having a little think to himself, thinking about what he's done and what he's about to do. Yeah, man, that's a beastly piece right there. Beautiful, vibrant, dark, creepy looking, just a hell of a creation right there. The Darkest Knight. Yeah, he looks good. Hit it from a few angles for you. And it's just a hulking, evil beast. Alright, nothing's changed here from last time, so I won't stick on this too long. So, same as before in the last video, that's Harley Quinn, the Dancer version body and outfit, but with the first release head sculpt with a custom tongue by Andy Hibbs. And that is another little bashed together Joker figure. And yeah, it's nice. Got the rose that the Jared Leto Joker figure left behind before I sold his ass. And Harley Quinn looks amazing. Look at that. It's a beautiful little display there, man. And then you've got, same as before, but still looking absolutely awesome. You've got the Medicom Hush, Batman and Catwoman. Catwoman's all stock, but Batman's had a fair bit of work done and some swapping of parts. And they look great together. And then same as before, 1989 Hot Toys Michael Keaton with custom wide cape flapping in the wind. Alright, so that's the top shelf done. Alright, now switch it over to this side of the room and then we'll go back. Alright, T2 Arnie. Looking badass. Swap the body for the Hot Toys Bane body. It just works out better. Looks a little bit more, just a little bit more slimmed down from how he was originally. His chest was way too bulky. And his jacket wasn't really coming around his shoulders enough, so the Bane body has solved that. Awesome look. I love the way he looked in the first quarter of the film, just all black. Badass. And we got the quarter scale endoskeleton, and I did paint the eyes red. They're not super, I mean, you can definitely tell it's not as bright as I'd like it to be, but at least they're not dead anymore. There's nothing worse than like an Iron Man figure or a T800 endoskeleton with off eyes, because it just looks like it's dead. So I wanted them lit up. I don't ever intend on selling this, so I thought, screw it, I'm going to paint the eyes red. Alright, there he is. Spent ages trying to find a cool pose for him, but the older he gets, he does get a bit loose now. I'm surprised he's still holding up that plasma rifle. Did want to have him holding it more up like this, and he will do it. But I don't know. I went for the pointing it out look instead. It's a great piece though. You got some old VHS videos. Then you got the NECA figure that I repainted. Like pretty much from head to toe repainted that. It was really gory. And he does have a light up eye, which is nifty. It's a cool piece. I do like it when NECA bust out the 1/6 scale figures. They don't do it that often, but when they do it well. And there is the Terminator 1 battle damage version. And over here we have one of the best Hot Toys figures ever made, RoboCop. Yes, look at that. Absolutely marvelous. I like that pose. Classic RoboCop action, really. Standard stuff. Hit it from a different angle. There you go. That looks badass right there. That's a classic piece. Speaking of classic pieces, we have the Alien Big Chap. I love the way he's looking in this little nook and cranny I got set up for him. Just with the white wall behind him. It's an awesome piece. And change the pose on Ripley like you saw at the beginning. I do like the way that looks. She's looking on her little motion tracker device. And then you got Jonesy the cat. He knows the alien's coming. It's close by. Like it's behind you. And then there's an even bigger one behind you, so watch out. And there's a face hugger. You're in double trouble. Was that actually? It's not triple trouble. Four times the trouble. I don't know. She's in a lot of trouble basically. She's absolutely screwed. But that does look epic, and she looks awesome. That's such a good Hot Toys figure, man. The Ripley one. It's a really, really, really cool piece. Great likeness. Definitely worth getting that. Shame about the box, but it's just not the prettiest box ever, but it's alright. There's the big ass NECA Big Chap. That's not the most recent one. It's the one before that. That is badass. Speaking of badass, we got Dredd. Art figures. Dredd. He is absolutely dreadful. Look at that. Yeah. He's holding up alright so far with all of his synthetic leather outfit. So far anyway. Don't tend to pose him that much. That's a great piece. Not much has changed here, so I won't linger on too long. But you've got the Unholy Trinity with a little extra spice down here with Chucky. Absolutely badass little section. And you got Gremlin up there having himself a beer. But yeah, they've all been covered on the channel, so you can find out what they are. Dig deep into the video archive. You shall find the answers that you seek. And over here, things are getting all predatory. Yeah, we've got NECA Predator here, big one. It's the original Jungle Hunter. Quarter scale figure by NECA, damn fine piece. That's an old mint condition VHS Predator 2. Love that packaging. And then you got the older fantastic piece. Just checking out his blades. Then you know what time it is. And yep, the Eldor. Awesome one right there. And there's the NECA Dog Alien. Please make that in quarter scale, NECA. That would just be absolutely awesome. And there it is, the King Willie fight pose on the City Hunter. It's a badass piece. Look at that. Behold. Yeah, look at that. Go ahead and hit it from a few angles. Look at that. Huh? Behave yourself. That is scrumptious. And then you've got the Wolf. The latest version of the Wolf by Hot Toys. They've made a few. Double shoulder cannon action. Say that again. Double shoulder cannon action. Say that again. Double shoulder cannon action with the shuriken blade, or whatever you call it, bladed throwy thing. That'll do some damage. And he's got a nice big bendy whip. Got some eggs by NECA and a few face huggers, stuff like that. But that's the Predator section. Looking good. Alright, so that's that shelf covered too. Let you just soak that up. I spent so long going around tweaking poses, and sometimes I spent ages on one bloody figure just trying to get it to look right. trying to think now, who was the figure out of these so far that I spent the longest time trying to get it into some new kind of pose to make it interesting for you. Let me think. Maybe Batman, really. I guess that was probably the one I spent the most time on, just to get it, get it looking right. You really got to keep messing around and futzing around and tweaking. So yeah, it's looking good. Now let's take a look over here at this stuff. Alright, so I still got this Tomb Raider figure, which I did do a lot of repainting on this one. I wanted it to look absolutely filthy, so that's what I did. I made it look like she'd been through most of the game already. She's literally hanging on from that little pickaxe thing, whatever it is. It's rock climbing doohickey. And here's Vampirella. Absolutely stunning statue, huge. Well, it's quarter scale. It's 1/4 scale, folks. A little shark down here. It's pretty cool. And the Playarts Kai Quiet figure, which I still have, even though now that I got those ones over there, I don't know. I don't really want to sell it though. I'll keep it. Why not? But yeah, back to Vampirella. Just appreciate the sculpt on this thing. It's absolutely stunning. And they did paint and sculpt everything accurately underneath this, what is there of an outfit. It's very not much of an outfit at all, but it is all there. I wish I could show you just to prove it, but I can't because rules and stuff. Beautiful base, absolutely beautiful base. Oh, and there's Mr. Cool Model's werewolf. He's looking pretty sweet in that pose right there. He's just looking at you. Look at that. That's scary as hell. Hauling ass through the woods. And there's the Bad Moon DVD, which I like to keep near him because they look quite similar. So definitely check out Bad Moon, folks, if you haven't seen it. And then you got the Hot Toys quarter scale Heath Ledger Joker. That's the actual head that comes with it. This is the custom head. Well, it's an Enterbay copy head that Stephen Maurice was practicing on, and then he was kind enough to send it my way once he was done practicing, and I love it. Very, very nice to have an actual custom head for the Hot Toys Joker. We've got some cool pieces here. That's from 1989 when the film came out. I still got it, still in good condition. But yeah, there he is. And I did specifically put him there so that he was underneath the Dark Knight poster. That just makes sense. So that's why he's there. Do like that Harley Quinn poster because it's so vibrant. Film's not great, but she looks good. And down here we got some posters, some stuff. 2 films that I love very much. Here is the ultimate quarter scale Batman figure. You know what he is already, but I'll just remind you, and if you're new, that is the NECA quarter scale Batman Begins body with the NECA cape that came with that body. That is just the stock cape. As good as it looks, it is stock. With the Enterbay Batman belt and a Hot Toys quarter scale Batman Begins head sculpt. And it all comes together to make a fully posable, very cool, intimidating, badass Batman Begins figure that looks pretty damn high end. Because looking at him right there, you're not seeing any joints really. It's only when you really scrutinize his elbows or something that you might clock them. Because it's all black and very dark, you don't really see the joints. He's even standing on his own with no aid from the base. So it's a pretty badass piece right there. Throwing up his fists, getting ready to, pound you. That's a cool piece. And you got your Hot Toys Dark Knight Rises quarter scale Batman figure that looks exactly the same as I showed it to you last time. So we'll move on over here. Let's take a quick look see at the Beavis and Butthead section and the Ren and Stimpy section. Some awesome stuff from the younger years. And you got a lot of Catwoman statues in there. And a few more down there. And we have the Sideshow premium format Catwoman statue in the center, which I absolutely love that piece. Plenty of videos of that on the channel. And the amazing Batman Begins life-size cowl, and that was from Carl at Toys of Arkham. I absolutely love this thing. I mean, look at the light just bouncing off all the little contours, and just, oh man, it's just beastly. It's just awesome, man. Right below one of the best movie posters ever. And then you got the Prime One Studios Catwoman statue from Arkham Knight, the video game. Let me just get up and give you a closer look at her. Absolutely stunning statue. Definitely check out the review I did on this. Beautiful piece. And she comes with some absolutely gorgeous head sculpts. Beautiful base, even though it is huge, but just absolutely stunning. Detail on her outfit, just let you soak it up because it's amazing. It's awesome, man. I wish I was a rich man with lots of space, you know, because the Prime One stuff is absolutely phenomenal. It's incredible. Look at the detail on the cut on her cheek. Do love this head sculpt with the goggles down. And big ass whip. Still got a standing on the whip. I have not changed it all this time. Like literally, it's been, I don't know how long it's been since I've had this piece, but I've never changed that whip pose. And there's a bunch of things you can do, and you can change out the arms and have her like holding out the jewels like this and looking at it and stuff. But just keep rocking her like this because, oh man, it's such an amazing piece. It's a joy, man, to have a cool hobby like this. You know, it's expensive and you leave yourself broke, but you get to enjoy these amazing works of art. Yeah, it's beautiful. And I love this one too because it really reminds me of the Adam Hughes Catwoman. Look at that sly look. Yeah, it's awesome. Alright, let's take a look at those two beasts over there. And the Hot Toys quarter scale Batman Begins is set up again like the first night out look with the ski mask and the spelunking harness, and it looks really cool. So the only look I don't really have rocking in the display is a Bruce Wayne in a smart suit, which looks awesome in people's collection, but I don't really feel any need to own it myself. So for Batman Begins, I've got the first night out look here. We've got the full-on Batman look represented around the room in a couple of different versions. And we've also got the ninja Bruce Wayne look from his training days with the League of Shadows. And that is cool. And then the one more Batman Begins down there, kind of owning that shelf, even with the BVS Batman holding up that rifle. That Batman Begins just commands respect. The thickness. Alright, so not much need to show you the Beast because I've shown it enough. Plenty of videos on the channel with him. That's the Entebbe Batman with a custom velvet cape. Alright, so that was the Batman wall. Alright, we're heading into Myers country, and I'm going to try to blaze through this one pretty quickly because I know you guys have seen it a million times. I've got to include it in the room tour. You have Pumpkinhead by Sota Toys, quarter scale, absolutely amazing piece from a great movie, and that's from Mark and Irene, and I'll always be very grateful for those two for sending this my way. Absolutely love it. And then we've got the Peter McNally, the Relentless 78 sculpt there, which I will set up on a body in the near future. Got Little Michael Myers here by Mezco. And we got the Perfect 78. And we have the big quarter scale custom Michael Myers 78 figure. And look at his reflection in the Fergo knife. That is badass. Let me just go ahead and zoom in on that. Yeah, that is cool. You don't see too many of them around, nor this one, because the recipe, you know, it's quite hard to come by, but it's doable as long as you got time and money to spare, which I did not. Especially the money bit, but you know, sold some stuff, got it done. And we got the Mezco Pennywise looking freaky deaky, love that one. And you got the Halloween 2 Rob Zombie Nightmare sequence, Michael Myers from the hospital. And then we got the Hobo, and like I said, he is now on the MMS 117 Hot Toys T2 Arnie body. And he's bigger now, and we got the custom 1/6 scale 2018 Myers with a new knife from Tanila's Customs, made by Dave at Tanila's Customs, that I recently reviewed on the channel. And then you got the big quarter scale NECA 2018 Myers, and repainted that and rehaired it. That's a nice piece. And then we have Mezco Freddy from the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and some little bits and pieces. I'm sorry I'm not shouting out everyone. I know I need to be shouting out more people, because a lot of this stuff, not a lot of this stuff, but quite a few of these pieces in particular on this shelf were gifts. Various head sculpts, Mezco figures. So they've all got their videos on the channel. They've all got their individual reviews and shout outs. So thank you so much to all you guys out there. Absolutely amazing community, and make it a joy to be part of it. And here is the 2018 life-size bust featuring a Trick or Treat Studios mask reworked by Simon on Instagram, and that is absolutely badass. I spent some time just getting his hair looking nasty. I like the way it looks from this angle. It's a badass piece right there. Yeah, man. Michael Myers. I just hit that from a few angles. Amazing paintwork on this. Really, really, really cool. And then you've got the big 78 by NECA. Did some work on that. Got the bobblehead. He's funny. Where's him? Lovely. And the Boo Face. Boo Face Myers. He is gory as hell. And you got the big 2007 Tyler Main Rob Zombie Michael Myers custom figure. He's a beast. And then the rehead, repainted NECA quarter scale. Same thing as each other, really. Then you got the little Michael Myers down here. He's cool. Another custom 2018 Myers. He's okay. He's kind of just there for the sake of being there at the moment. I wouldn't the head sculpt's awesome, but there's loads of things that are not accurate about him, so I've got to fix that later. And then you got the Glenn Page Amazing 78 diorama. Might have a few of these still available at Cop Creations. You can check them out on Instagram and Facebook. And there is another 78 Myers figure looking awesome. And that is the Myers shelf. And you got some cool Predator comics up above. Yep, so lots of Myers stuff. Alright, now it's just this bottom shelf to get through. So I changed a few poses over here. The Batman Returns Hot Toys pose That's the same as always. Probably just going to leave him like that forever, to be honest. I don't really want to mess with him too much, and he looks good like that. Snake, he looks badass. It definitely changed his pose. He looks amazing now. Look at that. Any angle. Dope. Yeah. Took me a while to put this together. You can't get this version from Hot Toys. That's the version you get from Hot Toys down there. So I was really satisfied to get this look put together. Very difficult to do, but definitely worth it. I mean, look at that. It's one of my pride and joys right there. Won't see too many of those around, and it just suits the box behind him so well. He kind of camos into it. But that is a classic Snake pose right there. Happy with that. And you got the Demon and the Scarecrow from Batman Begins. And you got Deadpool. Don't know what he's doing, but I think he's having a little think. He's having a little think about something, pondering away. He's looking at something. I'm not sure what. He's looking up there with the lights. I think he's meant to be looking at us. Like I said, if we're standing here and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then we've got Superman taking off, which sort of did that at the last minute. Doesn't look too bad. I want him to be a little bit more leaning forward, like leaping off the shelf, but then he just falls. So I just got him like that. But they look great together. That's the Hot Toys comic concept version Wonder Woman. Harking back to Linda Carter. Christopher Reeve Superman. Awesome. Nightmare Batman changed his pose. He's looking good. Looking really sweet. It's an awesome piece, man. And that coat is from 16kit.com. It's not the one you get with the figure. It's a beauty. We've got the Mark Hamill Joker. Didn't really spend much time posing him, I've got to be honest. That was like a 2-second thing where it's just like, let's just put his arms down and get him holding on to the gun like that. It's like really, really lame. But yeah, he's still awesome. It's hard to make that figure look bad. And the Dark Knight Armory Batman with the Dark Knight Rises, Selina Kyle. And they look great together. Standing there looking cool. Armory Batman. There it is. Selina Kyle. Selina Kizal. In the house. Spider-Man. Just reacting to something. Tomb Raider. Same pose as before, but just on a lower shelf. She looks much better on a high shelf. Was not happy about putting her down on the lower shelf, but I needed to do it because I needed to do it. There she is. Arkham City Batman. Looking good. Jack Nicholson Joker. And the armored version of Batman from Dawn of Justice. And that is the bottom shelf. Alright folks, that's pretty much it for the room tour. I hope you've enjoyed it. I love this angle on the life-size Batman Begins cowl. It's just looking amazing the way the light's hitting it. Alright, drop a like on the video for me guys and share it with your collector buddies. Help introduce them to the channel. I greatly appreciate that. And yeah, thank you to all the subscribers who always tune in and leave me comments. Thank you to all the people who turn up for the Sunday live stream. Sorry I wasn't around this Sunday. I'm going to probably do one to make up for that midweek, like Wednesday evening. I'll probably bust out a live stream and see you guys on there. Thank you to all the Patreons who help support the channel. I am doing it full time. I have not gathered this collection over a couple of years. This is like 14 years worth of collecting. That's why there is as much as there is here on display. But yeah, doing channel full time, trying to bring you guys up-to-date reviews and informative and entertaining videos for you collectors out there. So if you want to do $1 a month on Patreon, help me do the channel full time, greatly appreciate it. And I'll put your name at the end of every video, just like the credits of a movie, because all my Patreons are producers on the channel. Alright, let me just raise above my seat. Take one last look around. Oh, we haven't looked at Big Mikey over here. So yeah, I sold my 1978 and I'm getting another one soon. So no biggie there. But in the meantime, I've got the Trick or Treat Studios 2018 mask that Mike in Germany reworked. That's currently on there. It's a really creepy looking mask. You got the movie posters all around it. So he's looking good. A few other little bits and pieces I didn't show you, but I've shown them on the channel many times in the previous room tours, so nothing you haven't seen before. Some amazing t-shirts from frightrags.com, some Necker boxes, some vinyls. That was the Vampirella box I had behind the figures before the 50th anniversary box showed up yesterday. I do still really like that Vampirella box though, so I might actually make room for 2 separate Vampirella setups. Still have a spare outfit as well, and a Firesin body, so I could set up a 3rd Vampirella very easily, but I think 2's enough for this room anyway. And don't forget, we got the big ass statue as well, so that's that. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back with you soon. Keep it locked on the channel, always working out another video to bring you guys. And just give you a quick little glimpse down here. Some awesome comics and more vinyls, DVDs, more awesome t-shirts. That Predator one glows in the dark. 89 Batman thingy down there is from 1989. And big Spider-Man figure there, very poseable. Need to get a frame. I really want to put that Catwoman comic on the wall up with the other Catwoman comics. I'll have to stick it right on the end. Or maybe, I don't know. The area there is a bit blank, but it's kind of nice. Doesn't necessarily need anything there, but could definitely fit one more framed comic up there, so get that done. Yep, just more t-shirts, more vinyls, comics, stuff like that. Alright, that's it from me, folks. Hope you enjoyed the room tour, and I'll be back with you soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.